Today, DCA raked in over an inch of snow as of this morning, and there may have been even more in other areas across our region.
And the slick and slippery roadways also causing a bit of havoc for students, families, and drivers. And we have a live team coverage tackling it all.
Our Saida Abbas and Jennifer Delgado are out braving the cold in Maryland and Virginia. But let's start here in studio with our great Caitlin Roth and the forecast. Caitlin?
Yeah, Shamari and Tisha, we officially have liftoff on the winter season. Our first accumulation of the year. We got an inch at Reagan National, so it's official. Winter has launched, and it was a snowy morning pretty much everywhere. The exception would be far north and west, but as you see these snowfall reports, there was a good variety across Virginia, Maryland, and D.C. Now, we always knew it wasn't going to be a lot. It was all about the timing. That's what made this significant, which was right before the morning commute. 2.5 inches in La Plata, 2 in Waldorf, so some higher amounts in southern Maryland. Fredericksburg, 1.8. Tenleytown in northwest D.C., 1.7. And like I mentioned at the airport, 1.1. Dulles also saw an inch. Satellite and radar shows that snow is long gone. So we had a nice little band sit over the metro through about 11 a.m. And now we're left with cloudy skies. A little bit of drizzle is still possible. As a result, the National Weather Service is keeping D.C., Baltimore, all of the 95 corridor under winter weather advisories this until 1 a.m. This is actually for freezing drizzle. So we might have some of the very light precipitation through tonight. But because temperatures are below freezing, that would be frozen drizzle. And that can really adhere to untreated surfaces and cause some icy conditions. So as you look at temperatures right now, we're all below freezing. BWI still reporting a few flurries. Be careful as you head out on your Friday night. Even though the snow's over with, that refreeze is certainly possible just about anywhere. Into your Saturday we go, much better, even a little bit warmer, but still chilly. I'll have a full look at that weekend forecast coming up. Shamari, back to you.
All right, thank you, Caitlin. Now let's get right out to our Jennifer Delgado live in Aquia Harbor, Virginia, with how conditions are looking out there. Jennifer?
Hi there, Shamari. I'm glad you pronounced it instead of me. Yes, I'm out here in Aquia Harbor. Now, looking behind me, you can see, yes, we've got the snowfall around. We picked up anywhere between 1 to 2 inches out here in Stafford County. Now, the important thing, cars right now are moving smoothly on the roadways. We're not really seeing any areas that haven't been treated, and that is the good news. But the threat is going to be coming as we go into the overnight hours, when we will see those temperatures dropping below the 20s. Now, people have been out and about at this local gas station all day long as we've been out here, and they're reporting they're not having any problems on the roadway. Let's listen in to what they had to say.
It's first snow in DMV, and we love it.
You want more snow, or do you like?
Yeah, I would like to see more snow. Yeah, I really would.
Okay.
You know, because we hardly ever get any snow. Matter of fact, I was talking to a young lady yesterday. We get more leaves than we get snow.
All right, well, you heard him there. Well, he said we typically have more leaves than snow. Not right now. We've got snow all across parts of the DMV, and it's the kind of snow that you can actually make a snowball with. I put on my gloves. I'm balling this up for you, Shamari, so you can see. This time I actually hit the photographer. That was my goal earlier. But as we look at the snowfall that's been coming down tomorrow morning, again, that is going to be the biggest threat for roadways that haven't been treated, that freezing drizzle, because of those temperatures going back down into the 20s, everything is going to be refreezing. Shamari, I got to tell you one thing. It is bitterly cold outside with the wind chills right now in the 20s. It's definitely pretty brutal. I do not recommend any more snowballs.
I don't either, but guess what? I'm sure you got the hand warmers and you stay warm out there. Snow changed plans across the region today. Some parents stuck at home with their kids, others still doing drop-off, and 2 neighboring districts took 2 very different approaches.
That's right. Prince George's County closed all public schools while Montgomery County stayed on a normal schedule. Fox 5's Saida Abbas spoke to families on both sides of the county line. Saida.
Tisha, Shamari, you can see right here the snow has stopped coming down. All that's left is this on the ground here. But let me give you a geographical where we are right now. So right now where I am, this side is Prince George's County. We're right on the border. And right over here, you can see across the way, Montgomery County, especially where that construction is taking place for the purple line. So we are in the middle of those 2 counties, as you mentioned, a difference in how things were handled. Now, a dozen crashes because of weather conditions. You can see lots of cars still on the roadways there. So dozens of crashes according to Montgomery County Fire and Rescue. Fortunately, no reports of any serious injuries. But for some parents, this did cause discomfort as they had to drop their kids off to school.
Well, look at safety. You got to look at safety issues. I'm in the healthcare field, so we look at everything from the perspective of safety. So you have people who are timid, they're driving, they may not be as capable in this type of weather, even though it's not a lot of snow. So you're putting the school bus at risk for people who are frightened or a little hesitant to drive in this weather. Why put your kids at risk? It's just one day. It's just one day. Yes, it's an inconvenience to parents, but I'd rather it be an inconvenience than a coffin.
Yeah, some strong words there. So take a look at this tweet. This is from Bear Drive in Rockville, Maryland, saying conditions felt unsafe to travel in. You can see the quoted tweet there. MCPS fumbled this decision today. You can see in the video the traffic, the school bus cars stacked back to back in the middle of slippery winter conditions. Montgomery County Public Schools announced that after-school activities would continue as scheduled, reminding families to use caution when driving and allow extra time.
Do you think it's better to keep the kids at home, especially when we're seeing road conditions that are, maybe the snow isn't sticking, but still, like, the kids can fall?
That's true. Yeah, staying home is much better than going out, because most kids act a little crazy, so they'll fall down anyways.
So is your brother in elementary or high school?
Elementary.
And so what was his first reaction, or your first reaction when you heard that he's not going to school today?
He was jumping around for joy.
Yeah, of course, that was a family from Prince George's County. They're a different story altogether, but we want to talk about the roads here. The crews did pre-treat major roads with salt brine before the snow came down this morning. So some neighborhoods could still be slippery, and we want to really caution drivers, please take it slow tonight, not worth it. Stay safe out there.
Here's a live look outside. Our Fox 5 Sky Cam in Fredericksburg. Happy Friday, everyone.
Yeah, a little gloomy outside. Quite frankly, I get a little sad during this time of the year with winter depression, but it's okay. Things are going to get better eventually,
You
right?
never know, Shamari.
Exactly.
Next to you.
That's why I always look to Caitlin. Exactly. I look over there at Caitlin. I say, Caitlin, what do we have next?
What about that snow? Putting in the festive spirit, you guys. You know, winter, holidays. It was so pretty this morning. It kind of just looked like we were in a gentle snow globe as the snow fell pretty lightly but steadily through the morning. And while accumulations were not that high, as you can see behind me, the significance of this event was not that it was just our first one, but also the timing of such, in that the snow began before the morning commute. So 2.5 inches in La Plata, 2 in Waldorf, Fredericksburg just under 2. Honestly, Northwest DC did great. We had like kind of a late morning band sit over the Beltway. 1.7 in Tenleytown, Reagan National 1.1, Dulles, same thing. Satellite and radar shows the snow's long gone. You can't see much, but there are a few sprinkles out there, and the concern is freezing drizzle as we get into this evening. That's why we're under a winter weather advisory. Temperatures are below freezing for everybody, so any low-level moisture will freeze upon contact with untreated surfaces and could become quite icy. So despite the fact that we're clearing out, there's still some wintry impacts into tonight. Such a cold day. Our high was 34 earlier today, 32 at Dulles and BWI. I mean, our average high is 52, so we were ranging nearly 20 degrees below normal, and it has been a bitter start to December. Today, the most so. Okay, I know it's almost dark, but still, this kind of looks like a pretty snowy picture postcard at our Fox 5 camera at the stacks here, looking down the Potomac towards the Washington Monument. 30 degrees, and certainly bundle up and be careful as you head out on your Friday evening. These temperatures remain below freezing, and that risk is there for ice. So overnight tonight, 28 in D.C., 25 Dulles, 25 Frederick, 33 Leonardtown. Slippery first steps out the door are possible for your Saturday. Weekend surface shows Low pressure long gone, high pressure building in. It's still pretty chilly, although not as cold as today, and we'll still probably battle a lot of cloud cover. In fact, as our next cold front approaches Sunday, chance of seeing a few flurries around here. It does not look to be a storm. It does not look to bring accumulation, but there could be some late evening flurries for a few of us. 43 for that high on Saturday, 44 on Sunday. So we are kind of locked in this Arctic pattern, meaning the cold comes in, that allows snow. The snow reinforces more cold, which could allow for more snow. And there it goes, as you see in our temperature from departure map. We get even colder to start the work week Monday and Tuesday, and then maybe even seeing a little bit of wintry weather by the end of the week as temperatures do still remain below normal. So that shows up in your 7-day forecast. There's the weekend with a few late flurries Sunday. Monday and Tuesday are dry, but they are cold with highs not even hitting 40 degrees. Wednesday midweek, we warm up a bit, so any showers we get should be of the rain variety, but our European model already showing some snow for next Friday, just saying. We're watching it.